Hello and welcome back to Project Cars 2. Today we are looking at the career mode, and this is going to be a first look at the very start of the career. You start on a go-kart and you basically go from that all the way up through the ranks until you're at the sort of premier class racing with the pros. So today we're starting at stage 1, kart 1, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, so once you've entered your name and all your details, you then get to pick what championship you'd like. Obviously, we picked the UK one. That's where I'm from, the UK, so we thought we'll race some tracks here. And then you get to choose a team and go-kart. Now, like I say, I'm not too familiar with the actual teams itself, but I just picked a nice looking go-kart that I like the sort of colour scheme. So we went straight in with that one, and yeah, so that's chosen. Now you can see here it gives you sort of a few more details on where you are, round 1 of 4, other people in your class, and you can scroll across to see other details, but basically we're going to go straight into it now.
Okay, it's your first career race. Let's get it off to a good start.
And we are off. Now straight off the bat I've got to say the graphics look amazing. Project Cars 2 have done an amazing job with the graphics here, and I did play a bit of Project Cars 1 and it was similar graphics. I feel like it's just more of a polished game now. The whole UI, the whole user experience in-game, it seems really polished, so glad they've done that. And I think the VR support's a lot better on this one, whereas I heard on the previous Project Cars 1 though it was a bit shaky and it wasn't very refined, so that's something also I'd love to have a go at, VR, and also a steering wheel, because at the moment you can't really tell, but I'm using an Xbox 360 controller, or maybe you can tell, but yeah, I'm using an Xbox 360 controller, and I've got to say I really struggle with trying to sort of hit the apexes right using the joysticks and like knowing when to turn, because I feel like I turn way too late, because I get to the corner, I should be turning, and then I've overshot the corner and there's tons of oversteer, and yeah, so that's something I need to work on, just using a controller. But going forward, if we do more of these series, then I'll look at getting an actual steering wheel set and you know, gear shifter and pedals, and that'll be awesome. I'll do then some sort of first person gameplay and real life sort of driving, and we can combine the two, so that'll be cool. But anyway, as for this gameplay, we lost the position at the start, and we basically let him through really because we were struggling. You can probably tell, trying to come into the corners, we're skidding all over the place, we're braking too late, we're braking too early, the wheels are locking up. So it's definitely a learning curve with this game. It's not like for the faint-hearted at all. Although I have to say that my actual sort of, I've got no assists on, so I've got no steering assist or braking assist. Obviously I've got the sort of track markings to tell you where you should be in the correct line, but other than that I've just got everything else off. The sort of vehicle characteristics are on authentic, which I believe means that it's as if you were actually driving the kart, so there's no sort of extra sort of things on the kart that wouldn't be normal. So yeah, we've got all that on, and yeah, we're trying to I want to learn it like this. Therefore, if I can do it like this, then I feel I can probably do it a lot easier on a steering wheel, and it'll just become a lot easier. So hopefully we'll get one of those at some point, and we can do some videos on that. So we're still running behind this orange guy, and I do put in a bit of a charge in a minute, and maybe or maybe not block pass him, but we'll see. And I seem to catch up on this bit after this corner. I come down here, and this is where I start to catch up. Down this, well, okay, well I crashed a bit there, but around this corner here, I can get a decent drive, and he seems to be a lot slower around there. So I'm really sort of pushing it and trying to sort of stay with him basically, because that's the real struggle here. And now we're on the last lap, so now I'm really gunning for it. And trying to just sort of like feather the throttle and brake at the same time, because before I was just using throttle and then I was slamming the brakes on, spinning around. We're on the grass verge there, but I'm finding that if I use them all together, then I can get a bit more of a smoother run through the corners. Okay, so we're pretty close now, and I think we go for we outbrake him there, completely outbrake him there. Look behind, he's behind us. There's no way he's overtaking us now, and we come home in 4th.
Racing is about results, and this is where you can see how you did. All drivers are listed in order of their finishing positions. Along with that, you can see the points that each driver scored, as well as various other bits of info related to each driver and their race. If the series assigns team points, you'll also see how the team scored here too.
Okay, so that must have been our team manager talking, just sort of going through the end screen results, and yeah, we got a 4th. Pretty happy with that, as it's just my first race on the game. Using a controller, which I know a lot of people say isn't easy. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And we're just going to sort of leave it at that as one race for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I just want to keep it nice and short and sweet, and then if you guys enjoyed this, let me know in the comments, and then we'll go on to round 2 and so on, and hopefully we'll make a series out of this and go through sort of each sort of race series, and hopefully we'll reach the sort of premier class of each one, and it'll be a bit of a journey, so that'll be cool. Anyway guys, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I will see you later.